Okay, good afternoon, students. Today I am taking one very important topic of class 10th, that is from optics, that is light. Introduction to refraction. I hope you have learned about reflection. That is when a light ray falls on any medium, certain part of that light ray would come back to the reverse back, that is known as reflection. Today we will learn about another term, another phenomenon, that is known as refraction. Now, if we change the medium, that means when the light ray falls, if it falls from one medium to another medium, if it travels from one medium to another medium, what will happen? Let's see. Let's have two medium, one is air and another is glass. If we talk about the density, then we can understand easily that air is less dense, that is rarer medium, and glass is denser medium. Okay. Now let's take that this is the normal at this point. One light ray is falling at this point. This is light ray, this point is O, this is PO, okay, and it is reflected back as QO. But as it is traveling from one medium to another medium, one typical phenomenon will happen, that is the light ray will change its path and bends towards the normal. This is normal, NO, N dot, this is normal. The light ray will change its path, that means it bends towards the normal. This phenomenon is known as refraction. Now if I ask you what is the definition of refraction, so you can easily say that the change of direction of light ray when it is traveling from one transparent medium to another. This phenomenon is known as refraction, not reflection. Refraction. Now you can see in this diagram, actually the path of light ray would be like this, but it has changed its direction. It is bending towards the normal. This change of direction of its path, that is known as refraction. Now let's have, this is PO is PO is incident ray. Now OQ is reflected ray. Now OR is refracted ray. Okay. Now let's have the angles. These angle I, these angle R. This is angle of incidence. This is angle of refraction. So angle I, angle of incidence, and angle R, angle of refraction. Okay. Now as you can see here, angle I is greater than angle R. Angle I is greater than angle R. So when the light is traveling from rarer medium to denser medium, the angle I must be greater than the angle R. That means the angle of incidence is greater than the angle of refraction. Okay. So here we are having one example when the light is traveling through rarer to denser. But it can be vice versa. It can change also. Light can travel from denser to rarer also. In that case, what happens? In that case, what will happen? Let's see. Now, if we change the medium, that means if light is traveling through, this is the division line of two mediums. This is denser, this is rarer. Okay. Now this is normal, this is point O, point of incidence, this is incident ray, this is refracted ray, and this is reflected ray. Now see very carefully. This is PO, QO, RO. Okay. So you can see that when the light is traveling from denser to rarer medium, it is bending away from normal. But in the previous case, from rarer to denser, the refracted ray was bending towards the normal. But in this case, it is moving away from normal. Okay. So if we write over here, this is angle of incidence, this is angle of refraction. Now if the normal path is like this, but due to refraction it is changing its path, and as it is denser, from denser to rarer, it is moving away from normal. Okay, it is moving away from normal. So in that case, angle of incidence and angle of refraction, the relation is just vice versa. Angle of incidence is smaller than the angle of refraction. But in previous case, angle of incidence was greater than angle of refraction. So in both cases, the phenomenon refraction is happening. The change of path is happening. But the difference is that in one case it is bending towards normal, in another case it is moving away from normal. So you have to understand that in which case which is happening. So rarer to denser, angle I is greater than angle R, but denser to rarer, then what will happen? Angle I is less than angle R. This is the typicality of this phenomenon. This is the typicality of this phenomenon. Now, there is one third case also. What is that? There is one third case also. What is that, and what is that third case? Now, you can see in these both cases that the light ray is falling obliquely. This is normal. It is falling obliquely. Okay. But if it is not falling obliquely, if it is going through normal, then what will happen? Then nothing. If it is PO, the refracted ray is also perpendicular to the medium. It will go like this, and it will come back like this, or it will go through like this. Reflected ray is also like this. Refracted ray is also like this. There is no change of path if it is falling through the normal. It is the third case. First two cases we have discussed. Now this is the third case. Now, the laws of refraction. What is the laws of refraction? Laws of refraction. What are they? First of all, the incident ray, the refracted ray, the normal at the point of incidence should be on same plane. This is first law. Now you can see the point of incidence, this is the reflected ray and the refracted ray should be on the same plane. All these three are in same plane. And the second law is sine of angle of incidence. Sine, you know, sine, cos, tan, cot, cosec, the trigonometry form. The sine of angle of incidence and the sine of angle of refraction, the ratio of sine of angle of incidence and the sine of refraction must be constant in particular medium. That means this constant, by knowing this constant, you can easily say that from which medium to which medium the light is traveling, because it is constant always. This is denoted by mu. This is denoted by the sign mu. So these two are the laws of refraction. So again, let's recap. What is refraction? Refraction is nothing. The change of direction. The change of direction of light ray, the path of the light ray, when it is traveling from one transparent medium to another transparent medium, is known as refraction. And we have seen three cases. First one is rarer to denser, when the refracted ray will bend towards the normal, and when it is denser to rarer, the refracted ray will be moving away from the normal, and when it is coming just through the normal, it will not change its path. It will be on the same diagonal line, through the same line of normal. These are the three cases of refraction, where we have known that when rarer to denser, the angle of incidence will be greater than angle of refraction. That when it is going to denser to rarer, the angle of incidence must be less than angle of refraction, and these two are the laws of refraction. So it is very important topic of your class 10th book. It is actually what is refraction and what are the laws of refraction. You must be studying it, but today I have discussed all the specifically important points. Now I think it will help you. For today this much. In my next session I will continue with some very important topic. Till then, bye.